come back into the game. Alright, to beginning again. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Oh, we got more sliders. There we go, that's good. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Oh my god, oh, they love each other. That's adorable. Okay. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes a number 9. Okay, alright. Oh wait, no, that's 9. Isn't it? Pretty sure that's it. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Wee. 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 Okay. Alright. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occubointal or scrumtush? I like occubointal. Can't even say it, but I like it. Please don't adjust the slider. Alright, fine. Do you know what time it is right now? Yeah. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? What is the time anyway? Yes? Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes, of course. Help. Aw. Okay, I'll help you. I'm trying. Will you come back to visit me? Realistically? Or... yeah, sure. That's kind of sad. Alright, let's get back into it. Alright. Come on. There's gotta be a little bit more that I'm missing. There's gotta be.
This is...
I don't care. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I need the
What
bucket.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay.
And here it was.
And
Had the
here it
bucket
was.
turned out to be
And
correct?
there it
Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Oh, okay. I've never gone through, like, on the door I was left. I haven't gone through here before. What? Oh, I thought that was a vent. Never mind, it's paintings. Okay, let's go down here. I've gone through the door on the left, in the original set.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I hate this. I don't like the baby looking at me. I don't like the mannequin. I don't like the warm, cozy fire. Okay, we're going.
Whee! Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh, I don't... You want me to give up the bucket. I've never been down here before. Oh my god. SCP-87B? Oh no. Ooh. No. Fun? I don't like that. Really
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I can't do that. No, sir, no. Billy doesn't deserve this. No, come on, no.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I don't have any fans. I don't owe you anything. There it goes. Oh. Should have gotten so
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now.
See ya.
Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Not really. Whatever. We gonna move on? Okay. Fading to black. Alright. Sad. Can I go back to that same thing and choose a different one? Or...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's time. I went through the ending already of keeping...
Don't you get it, Stanley?
Yeah.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
Oh.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
I bet my bucket's gonna be too
I think
powerful.
it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, it's a machine.
Can you guess what the bucket destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I guess you can't destroy the bucket. I went back for nothing. Yeah.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
How big is this
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I know what these endings are. I won't say it, but...
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I've seen them already. Spoilers, but I've done...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Remember a little bit ago I went over this without the bucket, but we're going to do it with the bucket now.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Tired.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Bruce. What? I want to look at the birds more. See what all different kinds of ones are was. Okay. Alright, let's turn.
All of his co-workers were gone, and as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Yeah? What? What'd you say? Huh? Free body, here we go.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Probably not.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
Did I do this?
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Wait, did I do this?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
What?
What? Wait. What was happening?
What happened?
Why had the door stopped?
Oh.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Oh my God.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna go crazy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hold on, maybe I can look up some cheats real quick. No, well, not cheats, but extra, like, achievement stuff and how to get that. Because now I'm just curious to see, like, what other content there is without me just... Because I know there's, like, some achievements that are, like, there's no way you'd be able to guess those to get them. So I'll just look up those. Oh, okay. Click the door. 4:30 8 times, I believe it said. There's 4:30 back here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Alright, I can do that.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? I did not even hear what... Where's 417? Oh, here we go.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Isn't that back here? Yeah. Ah, okay.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. We're getting there. Okay. We're getting there. Okay.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah? Are we? I missed it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Do I have to go all the way back?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
I did it!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Alright, I'm gonna find another achievement now to do. Alright, and we're back. And let's go. Alright, I have the epilogue now. Let's see it. Alright, I've been waiting for this. Alright. Epilogue. It's finally figured it out. Many, many years later. Oh. Oh yeah, the deserted plane. 10,000 years later, after, on the skip button. Okay, where am I going? Do I just keep walking? Okay. Oh. That's kind of nice. Okay. Oh, there's the memory zones arch. Yeah, okay, now we're going back to the skip button. Where it used to be. No, this is the memory zone. Or what's left of it. The generator keeping the power. Oh, I hate the music. Whoa. Let's follow the cord. Cookie Nice Blood. The Stanley Parable 2. Okay, like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for, an infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, a welcome reprieve from blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wasn't Cookie, whatever, 9? Cat dog born. Wow. Weren't they the ones at first that said the number 1 was awful and narrator sucked? No more spin-offs, no more sequels. I'm not gonna read this one out loud. You guys can just pause it if you want to read it yourselves. That's all it. Jim.
Jim.
Yes.
Jim.
Yes, Jim. It's all the Jim buttons. What's this one? Nothing. Okay. I thought there were gonna be just a bunch of skip buttons. Okay. Oh, the figurines. Oh, the infinity hole, right? Got 24/6. All right. Here I go. So creepy. No, not my desk again. Oh. Oh. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, well, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Oh, you're not the narrator. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together to make a new title for a game. Oh, okay. The Stanley Parable 3. Pocket full of no more. Story of I like fistful of octopus. Confirm. Fistful of octopus. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end, and nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want to have your say as well. Let's do it. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. All right there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Well, it's 10 o'clock right now, so. Please adjust the slider. That's fine. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Oh my god. I love it. Fistful. Alright. Yep. Okay. The Stanley Parable 4. What should we name this one? Dr. Electrode. Yeah, let's do that. I like that one. Oh my god, that kind of fits it. I don't. I love it. I love it. Alright, let's do it again. Let's do it again. For the game, won't it? Stanley Parable 5. Attack on liquid. Attack on liquid fire snake. Oh, I can't do that. Oh man. Oh, okay. Journey. Okay, alright. No, this has to be better. This has to be better than that. We can do better. Stanley's tiny snake. Perfect. Got it.
Yeah, well, I just thought that it wasn't acceptable, for the filer's reports, and then I just thought that the reports.
I feel the reports. Yeah, and I did that. Let's get to that achievement.
This is the...
Yep. I'm gonna go to that new content door. If it
All
is
of his
there,
co-workers were gone.
when you find
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. There we go. Expo hall. Right, we got this. We got this. There we go. We're gonna get that achievement, guys.
Game, here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, I think there's something I missed with the infinite hole. I'm gonna go there first. I want gem first. I mean, I don't want gem. I'm gonna mess with the button again.
They want to be individually recognized and validated. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
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 Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Okay.
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
we're
does
doing
that
it
mean?
again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
I am Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Okay, I will.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says, but no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't.
Jim.
Where'd it go? Whatever. Alright, we're going. Alright. Infinite hole, here we go. Here we come. Infinite hole into infinity. Here we go. Infinite hole, I'm coming for you. Making on, like, this is a longer extra video than I thought.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Here we go.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a meat. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Sure.
If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
The
I mean,
light's bigger.
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes.
See?
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
It could be
who
a
am I
kiddie
to
pool.
judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Yeah, I'm good. Whee! Just need a little water in here. Let's see if anything happens. I want to stay here. You're getting deep. It's not working.
Is the, teleport button not working?
No, it's not.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
No,
Goodbye,
okay.
Stanley.
Hold on.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Okay, I'm done.
I hope
No,
you
no,
and the
no, no.
hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Wait, no, come back. Alright. Well. What was that? Yeah? Hello? Should we hear him clamor on now? My hole's getting bigger now. I don't like how I said that. Never mind. Oh, it's getting darker. It's very cinematic. So unblinking.
Stanley? Stanley! Stanley! Oh, good, you're
Yeah?
awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Which is a
But we
dream.
can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single
No,
moment.
you can take
So
me out of it
how
now.
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
You can get
From the
me out
looks
now.
of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
But, no, you can get me out now. Come on, please. Oh, we're gonna do it again and again, are we? Oh, come on. Oh. I need to go back and get the freaking achievement. I didn't know. Oh, okay, thank God. Okay,
Here we
alright.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. We're going to the achievement thing. Is this it? No, that's not it. Where's the achievement thing at? Yeah, there it is. Okay, with a big arrow. Alright, we're going to it. We're getting to it. Remember, we're on Stanley Parable 5. So, we deserve this. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement
It
will be
works.
given to you. It's as simple as that. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What?
Yes, it
Wait,
is.
what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago.
I fixed it.
Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended.
Yeah.
It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just
You
breathe.
panicking? Are you gonna freak out on me? Is that it? Oh wait, we still have one more thing we could try. Settings World Champion. There's gotta be something, right? Settings. Let's see here. Okay, so I can't get the settings world champion. I thought you were supposed to go through all of the settings, like through everything, every slider, every button. I thought that's what you're supposed to do, but I can't seem to get it to do it. So, alright, I'm gonna stop the video here now. I've already been recording for an hour and a half more than I thought I would be. So, but yeah, if there's anything else that I have missed, just let me know in the comments. Link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, please. I really do appreciate it. It helps a lot. But yeah, this is it for this episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.